Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Nice to see you again. I am your host, Player Pro, and welcome back to another episode of the Player Pro Show. Okay, now without further delay, let's get into the topic. Are blue-collar men respected in the dating market? I don't know. Let's ask the audience. So, do y'all think that blue-collar men are respected in today's dating market?
No!
I didn't think so. And as a blue-collar worker myself, I have talked to numerous amounts of women, and I've asked them, when it comes to the type of man that you're looking for, what do y'all expect him to bring to the table? And more often than not, they go straight to finances first. They want a guy who makes six figures or better. And as a blue collar man myself, right now, I do not make six figures, but I'm working on it. But there are some jobs that pay well into the six figures. Now, when you talk about master plumbers, when you talk about master electricians, and there are some construction jobs that pay into the six figures. But the way a lot of women look at it today, if you're not making six figures or better, you're broke. If you work a 9 to 5, you're broke. They don't really care about the type of how much money you make on that job. They're only looking at what it looks like. It's not about what it is, it's about what it looks like. And when a woman is competing with another woman, she want to be able to say, well, my man does this. My man's an athlete. My man's a musician, a rapper, or whatever. They want to live that Instagram type of life where they see these lifestyles that are like unbelievable. And they want to live that. And a lot of times, they don't feel that a man that's middle class or working construction or something like that can provide that type of lifestyle. Now, the man you see picking up your trash, the trash guys, the guys who drive dump trucks, drive buses, the guys who's paving the roads, the guys who's building the houses. Make no mistake about it, those guys make pretty good money. They're not making athlete money, but they make enough money to give you a good lifestyle and take care of you. But the one thing women do not ask about is that man's personality. Is that man going to be good to me? Is that man going to be a good father? Only thing they think about is finances, and it stops there. See, women don't want to live a okay lifestyle. They don't want to just be comfortable. They want to live lavish like they see on television. And that's the problem with today's society. Social media has gotten them thinking that if they can't be on yachts, if they can't take trips, if they don't have this kind of car, if they don't have this type of house, then they don't want it. Now, I've heard women say out of their own mouths that they would prefer a guy with money who's most likely going to treat them like a piece of meat and toss them to the side over a middle class, hard-working 9 to 5 guy who will treat them like the way that they deserve to be treated. Now, if you work a 9 to 5, they consider you broke, and they're very vocal about that. I see it on podcasts all the time where women are very vocal about their preferences. Which brings me to my first video. Now, we're going to go and watch that, and then we're going to come back and talk about it.
Ladies, what do you get from coming online and calling men broke? I'm not sure if you realize it, but a lot of the male bashing that you are willingly participating in is directly insulting the relatives that you know and love. I don't know about you, but not every man in my family has a lot of money. They do work hard, and they have 9 to 5s where they're putting in 40 to 50 hours a week at jobs where they are grossly underpaid, yet a lot of you would consider them broke. The thing is, you're not insulting strangers, you're insulting your brothers. A lot of you are embarrassed of your fathers. How can we, the very ones that rely on men to provide for us, call them broke? How can we, the ones that can't even pay our light bills sometime, have the nerve to call somebody else broke? How are we, the ones who struggled with debt, the ones that every single dollar in our pocket comes from allowance? How are we, some of us women that don't even work, calling somebody else broke?
Now that's one thing I can't stand, is when an average woman looks down on these type of men that want to provide and protect for them. Now, just because he's not living the lifestyle you think he should be living, the type of lifestyle that you see on television and on social media, don't make him any less of a man. Doesn't mean he can't protect you. Doesn't mean he can't provide for you. But these are the same women that be screaming, where all the good men at once they hit the wall. Once they done had a baby or two by a Pookie, then they want these very men to come in and be stepfathers and come in and save the day. Well, that's not how that works. And to be honest, a lot of y'all don't even qualify for a middle class man. And if you've had children already, that lowers your value. And like the late great Kevin Samuels once said, you don't get no higher than your baby daddy. And for all the women who are out there sleeping on blue collar men, you better do your homework, because they make a lot more than you think they make. Now, that brings me to my next video. Now, as a disclaimer, there is a little bit of profanity, but we're gonna watch this video and then we're gonna come back and discuss it.
Okay, so I'm just gonna put this out there. Y'all may not agree, but do not sleep on blue collar boys. I know you think that, oh, they're never around, or maybe they don't make as much money. Honey, they make a fuckload of money. They work their fucking asses off. They actually know how to use their hands, use tools. They can build you shit. They can fix shit. And I tell you what, they come home from a long fucking day, and they are still an amazing man, an amazing husband, and they're there for you. And I don't know, there's just something about them that is like no other man out there. Get yourself a blue collar man. Understand he's going to be working a lot, but because of that, he is going to be able to give you guys an amazing life. It's about being a team.
Okay, y'all see the key word there? The key word was team. But a lot of women, for some reason, don't want regular guys. Everybody is not, all men you deal with, not going to be your six-figure earners. I don't understand why regular women don't want regular guys. They don't want to build with the regular guy. They want the regular guy to be built already. And then they come and just, they want the house already built, then they can just come move in. That's usually what they want. But in all actuality, most women do not qualify for the type of men that they want. I'm not saying that you have to settle. I'm not saying that. But the thing is, these high caliber men, or high value men, so to speak, how do you know that this type of man is not settling for you? See, women don't understand that. They don't want to hear that. Because those men are looking for a certain thing. And what I hear women speak about today, oh, I don't want to cook, I don't want to clean, all that stuff, all that nonsense. But still. And then you got the feminist women out there talking about they don't need a man whatsoever. Do y'all understand what this world would be like if there were no men? I mean, do y'all really understand? Everything that y'all look at, y'all can't go a day. Y'all do not go a day without the assistance from a man. Not at all. Okay, now I got another clip to show y'all the importance of what men bring to this world. Because I swear so many women just take what men do for granted. The things that men have built. So we're going to watch this video and then we're going to come back and talk about it.
It's okay to be a man.
It's not okay. It's necessary. What the hell are we going to do without men? You look around the city here, you see all these buildings go up. These men, they're doing impossible things. They're under the streets, working on the sewers. They're up on the power lines in the storms and the rain. They're keeping this impossible infrastructure functioning. This thing that works in a miraculous manner. They work themselves to death. And often, literally, the gratitude for that is sorely lacking, especially among the people who should be most grateful. You see university professors, especially of the social justice bent, they take everything they have for granted, failing to understand entirely that there's a massive infrastructure of unbelievably hardworking, solidly laboring, working class men breaking themselves in half on a regular basis, making sure that everything that always breaks works.
Now this is exactly what I'm talking about. These are the very guys that y'all take for granted. These guys that make sure everything works. Now, the men that y'all talk about that y'all want the ball players, the athletes, the entertainers, and so on and so on. Y'all be wanting these high profile men. And even though they are a small percentage of the population, their jobs, if they didn't have it, if they lost their jobs tomorrow, if all of them quit, world will still run. The country will still run. But all the blue collar men, the ones that y'all talk so down upon, let them stop doing their job. But the country stops the exact same day they stop doing their job. Y'all don't understand that. But one day y'all will. And these are the very men that y'all look down upon. Your plumbers, your electricians, your construction workers, the people who build your houses, the people who make everything that you use on a daily basis. But I digress. Alright, with that being said, I'm going to wrap this up. That is all I have for this episode of the Player Pro Show. I sure appreciate y'all coming out and rocking with me. And like I always say, we are better together than we are apart. Let's make our community great again. And with that, I bid y'all adieu.